It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Jags and the Steelers, and it's all up next.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. This is caught by Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So on 4th down, the Steelers going to bring in Braden Mann to punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Hoping to get rid of that interception ball. And a very elusive run as he'll wind up getting about 9 on that one.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. The Jaguars sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their final performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
2nd and 10. Now Cunningham. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, the pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Cunningham looking to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And it's fielded at the 34. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Back to throw, Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. It'll go as a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Lloyd, the one to get home and earn that sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the 1st quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. Josh Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Agnew now to return. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. A play fake, now Cunningham. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Cunningham. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their full. And a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He doesn't give many opportunities to carry it, so he's got to maximize In this case, after dropping it like that, I think his number's going to go way down. What do you think?
Yeah, and sometimes those fullbacks, let's just be frank, they usually don't have the hands that the running back does.
And it's hard for them because they do so much blocking. A lot of times, their hands actually get beat up in the process, and it's hard for them to hold on to the football.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Pickett sets up play action. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Rock incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. A short one there to Fryermuth. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it's second down.
Brings us second and 8 at the 40-yard line.
Pickett. Over the middle, complete. It's Robinson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. This offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Pickett. And he's caught. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Second down. Here's Pickett. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. Touchdown! Darnell Washington. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Steelers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Marr. Up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of had... bottled up. It's out. It's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
On second down, here's Mitchell. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Cunningham to throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Here's Cunningham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
So what do you do if you've got a defense in cover 3 trying to keep everything in front of them? The answer seems obvious. Just work those routes in front of them. This is going to be a hitch route, but he's operating in plenty of space, and he makes the catch here for a 1st down.
Now we'll pause for an injury here. That's George Pickens, the receiver who's in some discomfort from the 41. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Pickett on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Pickett back to the air on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Pickett right back to the air again. And this is going to be incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Maher able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. Jamal Agnew. He will score. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. So first and 10 now from the 30. Pickett's throwing to the hands of Pickens. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Pickett looking to throw on second down.
This is intercepted.
Picked up by Foyesade Oluokun.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They fell in their ball game last week. That was a loss to the Saints, but they're on top here as they begin this drive. On 1st and 10, Cunningham. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
He's going to try and do this himself.
He pitches it. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
Holding offense.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
On 2nd down, here's Cunningham.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This is caught at the end. And down he goes, taking it in. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have retaken a 3rd-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a 3rd-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
ETN up the middle, and he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We've got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
Now Cunningham. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
On the return is Peterson. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At the 20.
Pickett will look to throw it here. That's swung out wide to Harris.
Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
Complete. It's Johnson.
And Johnson going to have a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made up around the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
On the draw, it's Harris. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Well, a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
On the return, here's Agnew. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. He'll get this up to about the 44.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Cunningham looking to throw. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Etienne.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Pickett now from the gun here. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Pickett.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That open man that time, they ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Open man right side is Ingram. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. 1st down, here's Mitchell. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defense. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. He gets it complete to Harris. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Trying with Pickett here on 3rd down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The Pickett finding Johnson there. 1st down, Steelers.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
In motion left goes a tight end. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. That is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. ETN once more.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
They'll try the left side with ETN.
Now he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
On second down, a run with ETN. And he will have a Jaguars first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
ETN will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down by 11, just over a minute 40 to play. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett to throw. He's got Pickens complete.
And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it down.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Open man, that's the tight end fire move.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Man open is Robinson. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. They're going to run it with Harris. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this
This is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll run with Mitchell. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle.